careful down there now.
There's something under here. Diego, what do you have over there? Digging a bit here, hold on. Top side, you're gonna love this.
What's going on, pal?
We just found another coin.
Keep digging then, there must be more.
It's known as the Death Coast, an area of rough sea in the North Atlantic that's claimed more than 6,000 vessels, casting those aboard and treasure into its turbulent depths.
We gotta turn this thing around. Here we go.
Gold, silver, and other priceless objects from the wrecked ships
Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this.
lie scattered across the ocean floor.
Gold coin right there.
That is gorgeous.
But salvaging here has been banned for more than a decade, thanks to rampant looting. Now,
Storm is brewing. Whoa, boy!
after a long battle, third-generation shipwreck hunter Jeff McKinnon has won the exclusive rights to dive in these treacherous waters.
Ah!
But he only has 8 weeks to do it.
Are you okay?
Can Jeff and his team find the treasure he seeks
Find me something.
before the stormy waters of the Death Coast
It's time for us to get out of here. Pull him out, pull the dog out.
make diving impossible? For the past week, the team has been diving in the treacherous waters off the coast of Scattery Island. Now, Jeff McKinnon gathers his team at base camp to reveal their most extraordinary find to date.
We've located something that I certainly wasn't expecting when we began to clean some of the concretion you all brought up. I've gotten used to a lot of things, but I still haven't gotten used to these.
I told you.
Jeff,
What do you think?
you got treasure, Jeff.
Those are emeralds.
The team has been on the hunt for the Neptune, one of 4 ships from a British convoy to sink in these waters in 1711. Of the 4 ships, the Neptune became the priority target after discovering it had a powder magazine aboard.
Looks like we have about 5-foot piece of timber, copper sheeting on it.
And a letter of marque, a royal decree granting the ship the right to set upon by force of arms other enemy vessels. Together, these finds suggest that the Neptune might have been carrying treasure when it sank. Then, another discovery.
Across the top side, I have a big piece of concretion.
Inside the concretion, Jim uncovered a once-in-a-lifetime find.
Holy what are those?
Emeralds.
Amazing.
Unreal.
They're pretty, aren't they?
But that seals it.
Just an FYI, guys, Mike and I were down in Florida not too far back, and we went to a museum that had emeralds from the Atocha, and they were selling them, and they had price tags on them. Those stones down there that didn't look a whole lot different than these were going for anywhere between $6,000, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000.
What?
For one little stone, yeah.
How many's there, Jim? $12,000 for one of them.
14, 16. Yeah.
16 times 12,000 is what?
Quite a bit. I don't have my calculator. So.
Sorry. Okay, so if they're 10,000 apiece, that's $160,000 worth of emeralds. There you go. You know, this is just a sign of things to come. Who knows what else could be down there? But that's treasure. That is a good sign. That's what we're here for, and that's what we're going to continue to find.
Jeff, I've been diving 48 years, and I can count on one hand the number of guys that found precious stones diving.
Oh, you're just saying that because you know you found them.
That's right. Now I know one more. The wrecks we're having here, you're not talking about treasure wrecks. You're talking about payroll ships. You're talking about warships. You're talking about supply ships. You're not finding emeralds in Canada. You're not finding emeralds in the United States.
Not at this period, anyway.
No, not at all. So the only place that was producing emeralds in this time frame was the Spanish down in Central and South America.
The Neptune apparently was spending quite a bit of time down in the Caribbean.
Yeah, probably
what
doing
I
some privateering.
Yeah, you never know what they were up to.
Privateers were private ships given permission to attack enemy ships and seize cargo during wartime. In the early 1700s, to help pay for the expensive War of Spanish Succession, British privateers were encouraged to target Spanish treasure ships in the Caribbean.
This is the product of one 1-foot-long concretion in a football field size area of concretions. Jeff, if we can identify the actual shipwreck positively, that changed the provenance altogether on these stones and magnifies the value of them monumentally.
All right, let's go and prove to the world what ship these did come from.
The next day, Jeff and the team head straight back to Scattery Island and the concretion field where the emeralds were discovered.
That hole is right friggin' through there.
No, I know, I can see it. Well, here we go again. Wind, southwest wind. A southwest wind comes straight up the coastline and makes it sloppy with the waves. And when the current picks up, it gets way worse. Let's see what we can find. Keep digging.
Good to go, Chris?
Yeah, good to go.
All right, PCO, you're clear.
If there's emeralds, then what else could be in that concretion? I can only imagine. And I'm gonna find out what it is. That's the treasure hunter inside of me. That's what's talking now.
How's the top side on the radio check? Are you receiving? Over.
I got you loud and clear, Oz.
Yippee.
Yeah, go find me a coin.
I'm gonna move over to the right so I'm a little bit away from you guys on the other side, down into this other crack. Rigo, let's not sprint too far.
Divers are searching the concretion field looking for anything that they can pry from the seafloor.
Let's head north.
It's gonna get worse.
But the combination of the swell above, the currents, and the rocky bottom make for a difficult dive.
The current's picking up down here.
On this coastline, you've got to be on your game because one mistake and you're dead.
Heading west.
Copy that, Pizzio. Copy that.
Winds are picking up just after lunch.
Yeah. My divers need to find something fast because this weather is not our friend.
Strong hit here.
Oh, fantastic.
What is it? Not sure. Can't quite see it yet.
Guided by the metal detector, diver Mike Pizzio has to manually dig the item out of the crevice.
Keep searching, pal.
Found something here. Topside, you're gonna like this.
Coming up,
The storm's heading our way, fellas.
as the weather continues to get worse
Topside, the current down here is insane.
and the diving more dangerous,
Go get him before he hits those rocks.
Topside, I have something. I think there's a shipwreck here.
the team discovers a collection of mysterious items.
Holy moly.
Wow. That's definitely a ballast pile.
Topside, I believe I have a coin. We just found another coin.
Attaboy! There's one of these shipwrecks here.
In the treacherous waters of the Death Coast, near the western breakers of Scattery Island, diver Mike Pizzio has made a discovery.
Topside, you're gonna like this.
Okay, I want you to bring that up.
Pizzio leaving bottom.
Copy, copy. Pizzio's leaving bottom. Let's see! Where's my stern line? You could have just handed it to me.
Yeah,
Holy moly.
I don't know what that is. Look at that.
I don't know. Size of that. That is something. That is incredible. This is, yeah, I want to know what this is. Between us, we have over 100 years of combined experience treasure hunting, but none of us have ever seen anything like this. What the f?
And these were in 2 different holes.
2 different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic, guys. That being said, go get more. I want it all.
The wind be picking up. Yeah, they may only be able to get a dive in today, so if they're gonna find something, they should get it done early.
See, you had a calm condition this morning, and now you got about 30 knots blowing here. This is why it's dangerous to dive these waters.
Current is intense.
As the divers continue their search for treasure near the western breakers, the weather is fast closing in.
This is the same reef that sunk the Feversham and her convoy. If there's a big swell, even the most skilled divers can get tossed up onto the rocks. This could really be a dangerous situation.
Topside, the current down here is insane.
Diver Mike Pizzio returns to the same spot that he found the small metal triangle.
Topside, this is Pizzio. I've got a silverish looking metal.
Topside reads you. Get that thing dug up quick.
Oh my God, you're not gonna believe this.
Bring it up. I repeat, bring it up. You never know what's going to turn up when you're treasure hunting, and you definitely don't know where it's going to lead you.
Topside, Pizzio's leading bottom.
Diver up! Diver up!
With the wind and waves picking up, Mike Pizzio brings back a second triangle.
Guys. What?
I got his big brother.
What?
I got his big brother. I don't know what it is, but I got 2 of them now.
There's writing on it. See it?
Yeah, you're right. But they were obviously a set of these things.
So that means there's probably a bunch more in your spot there.
I think we're really onto something here.
With the wind now too strong to dive again, Jeff calls it a day.
All right, Johnny, start her up. Let's get out of here.
Ready to go.
Yeah, that's disheartening. This weather here, this is just a taste. In a couple of weeks' time, this is going to get real bad. And that means that every dive now counts and every day counts.
That evening, Jeff gathers the team to discuss the mysterious triangles and talk about their next move.
I don't know what they are. I have no clue. I've never seen anything like them.
I've been doing shipwrecks for a long time, but I can't figure out what they are either.
Like Jim, been in the water for 50 years diving shipwrecks. We used to have a joke saying, I don't know what it is, but it's a very nice example of one, okay? So we don't know who they are. So what I try to determine at that point, I go, okay, well, what have you got? This is from a shipwreck, we are assuming. So are they part of a nautical part of the ship, or are they part of cargo? They're made out of bronze or some sort of brass bronze. Very indicative of maritime stuff, okay, because it doesn't rust. I'm thinking, well, maybe more part of the ship or something used on the ship. Triangles are used in navigational terms. We're using on maps, but these edges are rounded. They're not sharp and flat like you would use on a nautical chart to draw a line.
300 years ago, they might have been sharper.
The other thing is they're not equilateral triangles.
They're isosceles
They're
triangles.
isosceles.
Right.
Yeah, two equal sides.
Yeah, two sides are equal. Why?
So why? Right. What would be the function of that?
Maybe some sort of distance measurement, like if I put one here, the other one's there.
On many ships, there was a compass that was in what they called a binnacle box. And down in the bottom of the compass, there was a counterweight that they would often put in. Could these be a counterweight for a compass? I don't know, but you know, it's just another theory right now.
You know, you got like 250 years worth of diving standing at this table right now, and nobody here has seen anything like this. So it's an enigma, to say the least.
I'm searching for treasure, and we find these weird triangles. As a treasure hunter, you never turn your nose up at what you find, because you never know what it's trying to tell you. Any way you could get those tested and see if you can talk to some people and figure out what they are?
Yep.
These triangles were found where we were finding other treasure, and I don't believe in coincidences. I don't know what they are, but I mean to find out.
The next day, as the winds die back down,
Boy, what a day.
Jeff and the team returned to yesterday's site, where diver Mike Pizzio recovered the mystery triangles.
Okay, let's go! This is like a brand new day here, but it is a race against time and weather, so goodbye. It takes hard work, moderately good weather, and a little bit of luck. And that's what treasure hunting is all about. Go make yourselves useful!
Let's start heading this way.
Copy that. Right behind you.
I know that there are more coins and artifacts down there. And with this break in the weather, I'm going to make hay while the sun shines. Let's make this dive worth something.
Not seeing anything yet.
Find me something, please.
While the team looks for new artifacts, archaeologist Jim Sinclair is looking for answers.
I have a hunch that these triangles are weights, but I've never seen anything like them before. So we need someone who has.
So Jim has reached out to Jan Gillenbach. Jan is an expert in the science of measurement and the author of the Encyclopedia of Historical Metrology, Weights and Measures.
We've got two triangular pieces. One of them weighed 7 ounces. That's the smaller of the two. And then we also have this piece, which is a 32-ounce triangle.
Yeah, I can see that. There are types of weights, likely used as commercial use, such for trades and calibration. It was very common indeed to have those kind of equipment on the ships.
I have never seen these triangular pieces like this used as weights before, so they're new to me.
The design is quite rare. Usually they are rectangular, was very common. It's a design thing. It has nothing to do with the use of it.
If you were to conjecture as to what country of origin these would be from, what would you think?
It's definitely not Spanish, it's not Portuguese, because it's not the weight they used. The 32 ounces, it fits very well with the abattoir system used when Britain went around the world and during the late 17th century and beyond.
Since the Middle Ages, the avoirdupois system had been used to measure weights, including units of ounces and pounds, in the 16th century. Queen Elizabeth I made it the imperial system of measurement for England and its empire until the year 1965, when it adopted the metric system.
So it's definitely British, and the small one is probably used for precious metals.
That's fascinating to me. And if you were going to be weighing something that was extremely valuable, precious metals, gems, things of that sort, you'd probably want, at least the smaller weight and possibly smaller than this, yes?
Yeah, they wanted to be very precise with those small weights.
Well, that's very encouraging.
Back at the site where the strange triangles were found,
You boys being productive down there?
the divers continue their search in the rocky crevices, hoping to locate the Neptune's bounty.
Topside, busy out. Just spent 19 minutes digging out more iron.
More iron, huh?
Topside, stuff's just all in different areas.
Master Topside, I found a hint and I will be trying to dig it up.
Dig it up, Mike. I want to know what it is.
Topside, I have something. Hey, Jeff. I think there's a shipwreck here.
Fantastic, Mike. Can you mark that area?
Copy that.
No, they're getting excited down there now, see? They're into stuff and they know it.
Topside, this is Grego. I have another large piece of lead sheathing.
You got lead? Sheathing too.
Strange shape with a fall through it. I'll bring it up.
Okay, pal. Bring it to Daddy. Dan's on his way up there, fellas.
Copy.
Mike Haas and Pizzio. That's time. I want you guys out of the water.
Topside, this is busy out. Leaving bottom.
Pizzio, surfacing. Well, well, well. Let's see what we got here. See that there? Look. Lead patches. There's one of these shipwrecks here.
Yeah.
Coming up,
We're getting tossed around pretty good.
Diver up! Go get him before he hits those rocks.
Topside, I believe I have a coin.
Did you say a coin?
We just found another coin.
Check this out.
Holy frig, another one.
while searching off the coast of Cape Breton, Nova Scotia for the convoy ship Neptune, the team discovers a possible clue.
Well, well, well. Let's see what we got here. Lead patches. There's one of these shipwrecks here.
Wooden sailing ships were prone to ship rot caused by marine mollusks eating away the wooden structure of the hull. In an effort to prevent a ship from becoming unseaworthy, pieces of sheathing, which in the early 18th century were often made of lead, were used to patch up the hulls of ships that were badly in need of repair.
So you still got stuff there?
They're still there. Material there.
We're getting closer to something. I'm not going to be satisfied until I get some answers here as to what ship these came from. Okay, let's get retanked and get the out of here.
As Jeff sends the divers back out to the site, the winds begin to pick up.
Well, here we go again. Wind. The storm's heading our way, fellas.
Copy that.
As the divers descend back down, they face new obstacles. The current has stirred up the sediment, and the visibility is low.
So murky you can't even see 10 feet. And we gotta spread out a little bit. We're interfering with the metal detectors.
Topside, just so that you know, I'm heading at 80 degrees towards the shore.
Yeah, Dan, copy that. Make sure you take it slow.
Topside, if you see bubbles close to the shore, I'm trying to cut through a little area.
He's right near the rocks.
It's a rugged piece of coastline, that's for sure.
Been in 22 minutes.
Topside, I got a hit. I'm taking it now.
Copy that, copy that. Good luck.
Not seeing anything yet. Topside. There was nothing in there.
Topside. Visibility is not great at the moment. It's hard to get a clear look, but looks like I found a bunch of what appears to be rocks. They're strangely all relatively the same shape and size.
Here I am looking for treasure, and Mike Pizzio is finding rocks. I'm not looking for rocks.
Topside, I'm coming across the same thing.
Find me a coin.
It looks like a pile of these stones, all in this area. It's hard to tell what they are.
This is Griego, low on air. Have them ready to pick me up. Griego,
They're on their way, Dan. On their way.
Surfacing, over.
Haas is surfacing.
Copy that, Oz. Copy that.
Busy on the top side. Is it safe to surface? Get a little low on air.
You're good, Pizzio. They're coming to get you.
Slow, slow, slow. You still got one more guy.
Where's the Zodiac?
Do you see where Pizzio's at?
No.
Pizzio, do you copy?
He's right there. He's up.
Copy that, copy that.
Finally, with his tank almost empty, Pizzio surfaces. The divers come back safe, but empty-handed.
Nothing?
Nothing.
It kills me to have to leave, but it's getting late in the day. We have no choice.
That evening, Jeff and Jim get back in touch with Graham Christie, an underwater surveyor with McElhenney. Earlier in the season, Graham did a survey of the area for Jeff using Norbit's cutting-edge sonar technology to map the surface of the seafloor in an attempt to find any anomalies. Now Jeff wants to see if the data Graham got can provide any further insights into the area they just dove.
All right, I think I found something pretty interesting to show you.
Well, let's have a look.
Well, we've got this this sort of large area of sandy, sort of flat bottom, and there's a pretty big pile of rocks here. Now, taking a look around the surrounding area, there's not really any other piles of rocks, so it looks a little bit unusual.
Well, I mean, you know, having lived in Florida for as long as I have, and in a place that had virtually no rocks, when we saw rocks in the sandy bottom, you know, that made us think right away that we're looking at part of the ballast of a ship.
Yeah.
So same sort of thing here. If we've got nothing but a flat sandy bottom, and then you've got suddenly a pile of rock showing up, sure could be part of a ship.
Ballast is heavy material that's stored in the bottom of a ship to increase stability by lowering its center of gravity and preventing it from toppling over. The most common type of ballast are stones cut into similar sizes, so they can be easily stacked.
Yeah, can you zoom right in there and give me a measurement on one of the rocks?
Yeah, for sure.
Should be roughly around 8 inches, 9 inches.
Yeah, that's right about what they are. They sort of range from about 8 inches to about a foot.
Wow. Yeah, they're stackable.
Yeah.
That's definitely a ballast pile. If this is ballast, it means that we could be on the site of one of the transport ships. We just need to find out what shipwreck it is.
The next day starts out with bad news, as Jeff and the team head back out to where the possible ballast pile is. Weather reports indicate Hurricane Ernesto is on a crash course with the Death Coast.
Time is running out. Hurricane season is coming, and when hurricane season starts, we're basically shut down. All right, so if we come down here and we make our way down around these breakers, I think we're gonna be into something. I know there's more there. Let's have a look. Careful of that rock, Chris. It's a big one.
Their search area is moving ever closer to shore and Scattery Island's jagged rocks. While the team looks for new artifacts, Jim Sinclair is looking for answers. He's taking the mysterious triangles for analysis in the lab.
So, Lucas, we'd like you to test these.
Brilliant.
Lucas Evans is an XRF technician with the Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences at Acadia University.
Wow.
We're going to have to do some tests to get the elemental analysis of what makes up these two triangles. And perhaps that way we can figure out what these triangles are actually used for.
Those look pretty alien.
They do, don't they?
This is a great application for the XRF. I'll bring it over. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, oh, that'd be great.
The XRF detector sends an electromagnetic beam onto the triangle.
And we'll start with the big one?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So just as a reminder, when the red light comes on is X-rays, and our distance is good here, so
right.
Off we go. X-rays on.
This causes the molecules in the triangle to release fluorescent X-rays. These are like chemical fingerprints, allowing Lucas to determine precisely which chemical elements are present.
So for that one, 34% lead, 24% iron, 20% copper, and some other small, that are still significant amounts of tin and antimony.
Typical in brass and bronze. Finding iron on these triangles that appeared to be brass or bronze really isn't all that surprising.
The triangles were found on top of a bed of concretion, which is made up of iron that corrodes in the salty ocean water. As it corrodes, traces of iron are deposited on nearby objects.
Let's try the small one.
Brilliant. All right, let's give it a go. And X-rays on. All right, so on the small triangle, we're looking at 44% lead, 33% copper, 9% tin, 4% antimony, and there's some silver in here. Definitely silver.
Oh, that's interesting. Is it penetrating this piece to any degree, or is it just really what's on the surface?
The way that the beam works is there's only a little bit of penetration, so it could just be absolutely surface contamination. I think it's well within the realm of possibility that you've got silver sitting out there and that it was sitting like that in situ.
When exposed to seawater, silver corrodes due to a process called ionization. Tiny ions of silver dissolve in the water and can leave an almost undetectable residue of silver sulfide on any surrounding objects.
Well, so this could have been sitting in the middle of a pile of silver coins, picked up a little bit of silver sulfide, and that's what's showing up on the machine?
Absolutely. Having silver nearby and sitting on top, coating that small triangle, 100% within the realm of possibility.
Our small triangle showed up trace element silver as part of its makeup. Could mean there's a whole lot more silver down there yet to be found.
Back at Scattery Island, the divers are getting closer to the hazards of the rocky shoreline.
We're in pretty shallow water. We're getting tossed around pretty good.
Pizio, lead the way.
All right, follow me. Hasta Pizio, right behind you. All right, topside, get my first hit.
This is topside. Dig it up.
Yeah, topside, I just dug this out. I got a big piece of iron that's welded into the rock.
Keep searching, pal.
Pizio and Dan and Mike, how you guys doing?
I'm definitely not seeing anything down here. You guys have any hits yet?
That's a negative. Hang on. The topside, I have a hit.
What do you got?
I will be attempting to dig it out. Topside, I believe I have a coin.
Did you say a coin?
On the last dive day before Hurricane Ernesto is expected to impact Cape Breton,
The topside, I have a hit.
diver Mike Haas uncovers an artifact.
Topside, I believe I have a coin.
Good job, Haas.
Very, very small, though. It's silver.
Okay, I want you to bring that up.
Riego, are you good for air? My air is running low. Topside, Riego. Low air, surfacing. Physio's leaving bottom.
Divers are returning to surface. Just pay attention when you guys are coming up because this wind's picking up a little.
Copy that.
With all the divers accounted for,
What do we have, Mr. Haas?
Mike Haas can show Jeff what he's found.
Check this out.
It's a 1 real. It's the smallest denomination they made. Spanish
Find of
made.
the day.
The 1 reals are very rare.
Get out of here.
Serious.
The real is the unit of currency used by the Spanish Empire from the 14th century until its replacement by the peso. In 1868, the real was minted in half, 1, 2, 4, and 8 real denominations.
You see the cross there.
Yeah, I see it.
There's size of shield. It's a 1 real.
Don't sneeze because you'll lose it.
And there's sparingly few of them.
Okay, that's great. This coin, it's a really good find. Let's get one more dive in because believe me when I tell you, where there's one, there's many, many more. So we know where we're at. We know what we're looking for. Coin, definitely. Goodbye.
Hey guys, we reached the spot here. Let's turn the detectors on and see what we can find.
Roger that.
Topside, just circling around the areas.
In this crevice.
Excellent.
There's something under here.
Riego, what do you have over there?
Digging a bit here, hold on. Topside.
gonna love this.
What's going on, pal?
We just found another coin. Attaboy.
Keep digging then, there must be more.
Roger, solid copy.
I told you we'd find more. Wind. Current's pushing in such a way. I'm worried about that ridge right there. Even the seagulls getting further away from it.
With the wind picking up, so too is the current that runs along the southern coast of the island,
This current will push us into the rocks.
making it difficult for the divers to surface safely.
Where's the Zodiac?
Hey, Chris, get that f***ing boat moving. Diver up! Go get him before he hits those rocks. Careful you don't run through your divers. Pizzio's up there behind you guys, you see him?
10-4, he's gonna be okay.
Oh, my darling dear. All right, now, what do we have? Holy frig, another one.
That's a nice coin.
Yeah, it's Spanish 8 real.
That is an 8 real, yep. It's a clip coin just like the other one.
That's the largest coin they minted.
And this is in nice shape. It is a nice coin. 8 reals like this have been known to fetch up to $30,000 on the open market. This is the same stuff that we're getting on the Feversham, but this ain't the Feversham. It's too far up the coast. So this could very easily be the Neptune. All I can say is this was a really good day, fellas. You don't even know how good, I don't think, but this was a good day.
Is this part of the long-lost treasure hoard from the Neptune? And if so, what other treasures remain to be found? Jeff is about to face some tough decisions as hurricane season approaches and threatens to shut down any chance of finding more of the privateer's plunder hidden on the seafloor. Next, on the Death Coast.
Stay close, you guys. Roger that.
With a powerful hurricane barreling down on the Death Coast,
It's a groundswell.
This is going to be a show.
the team pivots to a long-lost shipwreck.
What is that?
What are you seeing?
With time running out on the mission,
Topside, this is Griego. Can you hear me?
I'm just not seeing what I should be.
I'm running low on air.
a major find
It's huge.
may end a 300-year-old mystery.
Woo, boy! That's what we're looking for.